guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be dealing with eggs. We're going to be doing 5 different types of eggs over easy: sunny side up, omelets, scrambled egg, poached egg. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Also, in the process of that, I'm going to teach you guys to flip egg. It's just me alone and I have to hold the phone with one hand and flip the pot with the next. But I'm gonna try my best to teach you a simple, easy way to flip eggs. So today guys, we have some fine chopped onion, some fine chopped scallion, hot pepper and sweet pepper. And you know what's an omelette without some nice cheese, butter for texture and flavor, salt and pepper to taste, and our main ingredient is our egg. Also, we will be making some hash browns with our fresh potato from scratch. First up, we're going to be doing our sunny side up egg. You don't want too much oil, just a tip. For best results, let's try to use a non-stick pan like this one. So now I'm showing you how to crack your egg using one hand. So you're gonna go like this. See that little red spot? Your granny ever tell us the egg have your eye? This is supposed to be done on a low heat, as low as possible. And you watch and wait until the outer layer of the egg is set. You can also use butter on top of it to help it to set faster. But you want to keep the yolk runny. So I remove my egg from the flame. The heat that's already trapped in the pot can cook this egg on its own. You don't need to have it on the flame for a long period of time, or you can just rotate it over the flame and allow it to set. Wow, look at that, and we are finished. Let's plate this and put this one side, and let's get ready to do our over easy. Same procedure, small amount of oil and low heat, and add your egg. So peeps, please be reminded that this technique is all about your risk. You can't be too tense, you have to loosen up your risk, else you will fail. We are waiting on our white part of our egg to set a bit, and then we're going to flip it. The over easy egg is cooked by frying the egg on both sides, but it's fried more on one side, so the egg yolk is not overcooked and stay runny. Okay, so ready? Let me see if I still got it. You know, it's quarantine and a long time enough flip egg. So let's see. Alright, so we're going to circle it, and then we're going to take our little time and carry it over. Yes. See? And we still have our yolk intact and it hasn't break. So now you don't want to overcook that, so you're going to remove that from the flame, and we're going to add that to our plate also. Our hot water is ready. We're going to be adding a pinch of salt. Then we are going to be adding some vinegar. The vinegar, it will keep the egg white intact. It keeps it from dispersing all over in the water. If your water is well boiled up, you can just give your egg a minute or two and then you take it out. You don't want it to overcook. So now for our omelette, we are going to add 2 pinches of salt, some black pepper, and then we're going to whisk that out. For my omelette, I'm going to be using melted chiffon butter. Adding some chopped bell pepper, hot pepper, chopped onion, we're gonna saute this a bit so the flavors can come together, and then we're gonna add our egg. So we're just gonna let that sit on one side a bit, then we're going to flip it. Alright, so while this is setting, we are going to get our cheese, and we are going to grate our cheese onto this bad boy. So now we're going to take a spatula, or I'm using a clip. Try to use non-stick utensils in a non-stick pot to prevent damage. We're going to turn that over. I'm leaving this for about 10 seconds so the cheese can melt in the middle. Moving on to our scrambled egg, same procedure. Melted butter with your condiments of your choice. I'm using chopped scallion, hot pepper, and onions. And guys, eggs don't always use for only breakfast. It depends on what you do with the egg, because eggs can do a lot of things. It depends on what you do that determines what course of meal it is for the day. Give your scrambled egg about 10 seconds to set, then you start to scramble it. I'm a Jamaican. I do not like my eggs too wet, but if you like yours that way, you could go ahead and take it off the stove now and go ahead and enjoy. So now I'm going to be making some hash brown, some homemade hash brown from scratch. I'm going to be adding 2 pinches of salt, black pepper to taste, and then I'm going to be using some sweet pepper. Well, basically my condiments that I have. You don't have to use the same condiments as me, and you definitely do not have to use Irish potato. You can use sweet potato, you can use breadfruit, anything that you want to have. You can make a vegetable hash brown with spinach, or you can add bacon to your hash brown. Anything you want to spice up your dish, you just go ahead and do that. So I'm using butter. I need the hash browns to be dark on the outside. I'm going to make these into nice shapes. I'm gonna add it right there. Normally I would put these in the oven for them to cook thoroughly, but it's just 2, so I am going to allow the heat to cook it on its own.
I eat that egg. I eat the egg.